Hello and welcome back to round 2 coverage from the 2024 Beaver State Fling presented by Innova. We are on the Riverbend Gold layout. 9 holes to go today for our leaders. You're watching JomezPro, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
We're on to the second half of the Beaver State Fling heading into hole 10. Calvin Heimburg still hanging in tough. A couple bogeys in the front 9, but just enough birdies to still shoot under par.
Yeah, we got the field kind of chasing them down, too.
That's
a couple
right.
hot scores out on the course. We have Zach Nash already in the clubhouse at 13 under, 11 under. Those are the possibilities out there. That's one thing I always like to point out when these lead cards are rolling. But you can see a lot of people at least 5 to 6 under through.
I kind of felt like we might be seeing something like we saw last week with Gannon just pulling away, but Gannon just brought the noise all the entire tournament. He just really separated himself. Calvin showing a little bit of human side with those 2 bogeys. And it's a tight event with 27 holes remaining.
We just saw on the front 9 how to play this hole with a couple check-ins. Let's see if Calvin can flip this one up, hug that right side, and slide her into the circle.
Just a little too low, man. That line was fine. 1 foot higher.
Is it?
Oh my
Is it?
gosh.
Is it?
What on earth? How?
That's just perfect.
You've
As
been
soon
a
as you
little
crest that
speedy
hill.
with the calls lately.
That's fair.
As
That's
soon
fair.
as you
But you
crest
thought the
that
same
hill.
thing.
Oh, for sure. No. I just like to point out your mistake.
That's fair. That is crazy. That's the
nuts.
weirdest follow flight ever. That's a follow scoot.
This one looks parked. See?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing you a bone.
I feel you. I feel you.
So now I
feel you.
messed up too.
Yeah. But yours was intentional. Like,
He almost did park it.
yeah, you almost got away with it. You're right.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and let this one play out, huh?
I'm going to call it perfect. And
Nice
I
call.
was right.
And
Nice
Ricky's
call.
close. All right.
Beautiful shot. See it one more time.
This is an actual follow flight.
There's a scoot and there's a little flight. The result.
Calvin's is just a little faster.
Oh, that was cool. That was really cool. That's the perfect example of how high you want to throw this hole. Very low ceiling.
Too low. Double bogey guaranteed.
Oh, man. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
How do you get out here?
How does Nate know?
He's in the meadows.
Uh-oh.
Fantastic.
Uh-oh. I might have spoke too soon. Good recovery. He's got a chance to make this.
A lot of chains left. Just a single bogey coming up here for Matt Bell.
Gave it the full follow through, but just didn't give it enough height on the right side. They made it look easy, guys. This hole is not easy. It's a tough little get. 390, I mean.
And I just feel like when you're standing on the tee, it's so hard to... It doesn't seem straight and it doesn't seem left.
Yeah.
Like, it's neither. It's just like ever so slightly left of center in a way that makes it uncomfortable. Like,
Yes.
how much do you need to flip it up? How much do you need to drive it through?
I really like the pin placement. I love that they changed it from the original pin, which felt like a very awkward shot that required luck. Now a skillful shot for lefties and righties can get in the circle, but it takes a really well-shaped throw.
I totally agree. I think it's got a little bit of like De La Viega weird
Yeah.
flip up. Like,
It's
can't
familiar.
see it. What's happening? How do I, it's got that same kind of feel.
Like a lush De La. Hole 11, par 4, the double up hole, 675 feet. Got to throw a little bit of a shape shot off the tee to get through and past the big 2 firs. From there, it is a turnover backhand, maybe a forehand, just trying to get it somewhere on these mulch chips. Give yourself a look for the bird. That's the shape. Put it out right with the overstable distance driver. And Calvin is connected.
Man.
Oh, there's turning the cameraman, and there's making him use his zoom feature. Josh just got dunked on super hard. That was nasty.
Put Josh on a poster. It's over. I feel like Calvin's shot, as Rick connects with the tree. I mean, for years we saw this played as a subtle flex. And this new generation of power players, you see even AJ brings that little bit of flex to make sure that he can clear the corner. But what that does is slow down your skip. Calvin goes just frozen rope to the right and just hit. The line is tighter, but the reward is huge.
Such a good angle coming up.
Ooh, gets through.
Yeah. Okay. And that's going to be the best angle of the group.
Better than Calvin's?
No, I'll take Calvin.
The angle, maybe not. I don't know.
You and these early calls, man.
I think it's the best angle. He's the widest.
Maybe you're right. You might be exactly right.
Yeah.
It might be.
Let's see. This is a nice angle. I can't argue with you there.
Coming up short. Going to have to put that putting stroke to the test here. Not quite as good of an angle here for AJ, but a good result. Very good.
Yeah. I'm going to call you right.
Hand up in the air. Triumphant victory.
But would you rather be here?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Maybe not there.
No, not there.
Good. All right, let's get to some putt. Here's Matt just inside the circle.
Yeah, unable to do a step putt. Doesn't matter.
Matt having one of those Matt rounds where he's just grinding birdie, bogey, then he gets like 6 in a row.
We'll see. 6 in a row in the back nine would be insane. Tough thing not converting the birdie after a drive like that.
Absolutely.
You know the backside of this green is quite obstructed. Got to throw a better approach.
Yeah, and I think you're right, though. I think the angle is tough from there.
Yeah, from that, I mean, you want to go high. And I think he's trying to drive a low forehand with an overstable disc. And I think he's just got to bring a little bit more height just to kind of bring that check. Pars for Ricky and Calvin. Tough result there for Calvin.
Ahead to Luke Humphreys.
He is on a groove today, man. This is up on hole 16. Give a little check in here with Gavin Babcock as well. Currently tied for 9th.
Coming off a bogey.
Pretty common bogey on hole 15.
Really straight shot for Gavin. Didn't bring a lot of left swing. That's going to leave him a little more distance here, but he's doing...
Whoa.
Whoa. Wow.
340 on the dime.
That was a good little hit, too.
Yeah,
I think the out of bounds might have come into play beyond the basket.
Yes, I think you are right. Go in. Ooh. Just short. Perfect.
Luke's having himself a day right now, tied for first.
Look at all these guys on the same card, kind of trying to chase him down.
Finding a groove.
Hole 12, par 3, 450 feet. One of the toughest birdies, I think, on the course, as you have to hit a very powerful backhand up high with a bit of turn perhaps, and then swing it left late. Scary shot though, because that left side miss produces so many bogeys. So you have to be really confident in what you're doing. Full commit required here on 12.
Slow shot has been pretty popular with the fellas. Gets him to easy spot for a par, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. If you have enough power, maybe you can continue a skip around the corner. I haven't seen too much success from a low line.
Couple players trying that.
I think this guy could do it if he wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that high? I don't know what happened.
Where is
I think
the
it's
disc?
high
Not good.
and inside. Oh, but a good kick out.
Okay, we got some visual there. Wow.
Interesting.
I wonder what's enticing the players to try this. I saw it a lot on my card as well today. And I don't know if it's just the safest play that gives you like the 60-foot bid or what it is, but
Come on.
Twist out of there.
Pretty shot.
Going with the skip. Oh,
okay. Matt Bell likes to slam these home shut sometimes. Not this time, but
good height.
he's aggressive both forehand and backhand. Pretty common result coming here on 12. 81% of the field walking away with a par. If I see that as the course designer, I'd question things.
How many birdies?
7
Okay.
was just barely over par, so just a few more bogeys than birdies.
Upside down, dude. It was like busy.
Isaac Robinson with the long birdie of the day at 71 feet. Now we're get to play a few holes that you feel like you got to get. A couple shorties coming up. The shorty, 197-foot, par 3, hole 13. Down the middle is a very viable gap. Also, the out and around forehand skip shot by the 2 Douglas firs. 2 routes that you're going to see here. One that feels so imperative to birdie after so many tough holes. That hyzer play usually brings those 2 into play.
Gorgeous. This looks like the wide line.
You would think with driver.
Yeah.
Squares it. And Ricky keeping this a bit wider. I like this more.
Little deep.
Similar fate, but just on the edge of the circle. Open look coming.
Ooh,
Sticks that one.
that's a good putt right there.
Came in with authority. Ricky finds the bottom of the basket.
Yeah, if you take that wide route, you have to be okay with being at circle's edge. It's such a big area that blocks you off from coming into the circle.
And with the ideal drive, Matt Bell left with that short birdie putt. And that thing was zipping, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Gavin Rathbun finished his round at 9 under, currently in third place.
On to hole 14, par 3, 323 feet. The most common play here is that slight flex forehand for a right-hander. There's a backhand turnover that people will try to test all these little trees with as well. We even saw the roller yesterday from Garrett. Definitely a very gettable hole, and I think this course does exert a bit more pressure on a lot of players, feeling like you have to get out of here with a couple of birdies when you do finally see these shorter holes.
This is the only hole to me that feels like it's in the 300s, because hole 10 is 390. It's uphill.
Yeah,
You got to throw it with more than 390 feet of power, in my opinion.
absolutely.
Whoa. Little left turn there. Or right turn.
Yeah, it really got down to the edge quickly. Early tree hit.
Not the easiest of up and downs from there. Should be able to manage, but it gets tricky.
It's about as big a forehand as we've seen from Calvin in a while.
Going on the inside line. Wow, look at that break.
He did that, I think, in the other round as well.
No way that's on purpose, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's almost an ace is what it is.
Hits the bucket, finds the fern, Weeble wobbles back to bullseye. This is a tricky one.
Probably intentional skip here.
Oh, cool. Oh, my gosh. He did it. He did the scuzzlebutt in play. Incredible use. Man.
He's got some zip on his putt. I've never seen him really putt.
Clocked in at 61
That many times
miles
before.
an hour.
Yeah, he is firing them.
That was ripped.
Oh, no.
That's comically unfortunate.
Yeah, good save.
Brutal.
Yeah, seriously. The catcher Mitch just went out and gobbled that first putt up, man. We're going to have just one birdie on the group.
I think that's typical here. This hole's hard.
So everybody on the card finishes one under for these two holes with Calvin's birdie.
On your cards, were you guys finding multiple birdies on this?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Luke Humphreys on 17. And that looks so controlled. Just so controlled. Like pushing down the road, but at no point were you ever in any fear that it wasn't going to
Yeah.
be back in bounds.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Run it.
Well, might as well.
That looked good from our vantage point, didn't it?
Just tap in birdie. Luke is rolling. And that gets him to 16 under par. It's worth noting at this point, this group has been warned or told to pick it up because I believe that was chase card on 17 finishing up, and these guys are still way behind. So
Hole 15. Big, long combination hole from two holes we used to play back in the early iterations of the Beaver State Fling. I think the players come out of these woods, they breathe a little sigh of relief. Think just 4 holes left, just 3,000 feet of golf to play. Almost home, fellas.
you're like nearly right. Do the math here.
Big turn, needs to get down. That could challenge the out of bounds line.
He's safe, but I don't know if he's going to like it.
I don't think this is
Wow.
that great.
Yeah, finds that corner. They actually have 3,225 feet. It's actually more than 3,000 left on this 10,700 foot plus course. You got
Is this one shorter than last week at Glendevere?
it's bigger than the west course in terms of overall distance, but shorter than the east course.
Okay. A lot of big downhillers over there.
Yeah.
Is this going to continue turning right? Yeah. That was beautiful.
So good.
Beautiful. So just enough room to be able to get a run up and pretty unobstructed forehand and hyzer.
Gotta make sure you turn it over, which I think he's done.
Yeah, this needs to land in the short grass, and you would honestly rather be even
Yeah.
farther out.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad.
Cut off your
This is not
angle a
where I
little bit
wanted to
because
throw
there's
when
some
I'm playing,
cedars at
so-
that corner that grow all the way to the ground. There's no getting through those. Big roller coming.
That's super aggressive play.
Ooh, I kind of like the turn on it.
Does it make it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
C2 look coming for Matt Bell. I mean,
Likely to be
yeah.
stymied by that big tree, but
We might see layup number 5 coming. I don't know if there's a
No
good look from
chance.
there. Wow. How
Just throw it.
aggressive.
Just throws a hyzer to the mouth.
That
pretty much.
is so much trust to push the width all the way to the tree line and just break it off at the last bit.
we saw Ricky collect one of only 3 birdies on day 1. Can he back that up with another effort?
Oh, man. Needs 10 more feet, and then he's skipping up there.
With a lot of pace,
A lot
too.
of pace, yeah.
Yeah, see, look what AJ has left. I mean, this is,
Roll the dice.
it is.
Roll the dice. Sometimes they do that, and sometimes they come right back down the hill.
That was really well judged, and the trees were kind.
This is tough.
Yeah. It's really weird.
It's like anxiety.
I hate this. I hate throwing these little shots on this hole.
That's
It's
well
just-
done. Good touch.
The rollaway is so present in your mind as you're trying to decide how can I possibly get it up there. And this is not an easy shot either.
Oh, no.
As proven.
All right. How are you going to...
Yeah, he's running it.
How?
I don't know.
Big old branch in the way.
He's going to find a way to run it.
He definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a layup, but that's a great layup. Wow. Ricky with just 160 feet and 2 rounds on this hole of putting.
That's to stay bogey free, I believe.
That guy putts. I'll never get enough.
That guy putts.
This guy putts hard.
Yeah, what a save. That I didn't believe that his tee shot was in a position where par would be likely, and he just fought for it. All right, we're going to play a game. Which hole had more birdies? This hole or hole 12, the really tough to get hyzer?
12.
12.
Tie at 7. This hole got 7 birdies. That blows my mind.
Sing their names.
I will sing their names. Their names are as follows. Emerson Keith, Maximus Meyer, Dustin Keegan, Nicola Castro, Isaac Robinson, Thomas Gilbert, and Kieran Hampson.
Wow.
7 people birdies on that is crazy because that hole stinks.
That is amazing, though. Hats off to those guys.
Hole 16, par 4, 660. Low ceiling out the gap. Throw it straight and far. Skip up the hill left at the end of your straight flight. And then you can have a nice little mid-range into this green, guarded on both sides. Weird little tee pad with a tree growing in the middle of it. Get on hyzer and
This
quick.
could be too juicy.
It is.
Oh,
Of course.
Why not? Why not?
You love that.
That's probably in the 300 neighborhood.
Kid coming. Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, I think so. Slow down. I think he's got a stand-up shot.
I just don't know who the guy was who put this tee pad in and it was like, I'm going to put it around the tree. How about we run around the tree?
Yeah. You got to see it because you probably can't quite get a good visual.
Oh,
If
they
you've
can
never
see
been
it.
here before, the tee pad is actually shaped with a little, it like carves around the fur. So funny to think they just were unwilling to bring the tee pad up 10 feet.
I think they like having the tree in the tee
Oh,
pad.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's quirky.
It is.
It's very Oregon.
Silliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's never bothered me. But I can understand how it would bother you.
Oh, it doesn't bother my shot. I just think it's silly.
No, I hear you.
Yes, because it's in your throw, so you could take your leave up to 1 meter back from this.
Oh,
Doesn't have
it's a
to be
course
in your-
asset, so AJ Carey.
On line of play. On line of play. Yeah, I'm gonna opt to not take it.
Okay.
This is better. I can live with it.
Gonna have to get fancy with the footwork.
Oh, come on, stay up. Oh.
Pretty good effort. I come up a bit short.
Okay.
Not great. Gonna be living on the luck side of things with that shot. Doesn't look like he gets a bunch of luck.
Whoa.
Oh, a lot of
Was
action.
that a... Okay, I thought I saw a red flag going up for a moment.
Oh,
This could be a scary kind of putt.
60. $60 as well. Man, those little
Yeah.
branches are having a
They're-
field day with these guys.
They're out there just collecting names.
I think we know where this one's going.
Jeez, what a putt.
It's what he does, man.
It's a floppy fish finding his home. He's a fun player to watch. So is this guy.
Good putt.
Slight visual obstruction. Didn't really change Ricky's typical trajectory.
Very nearly.
Correct me.
You got it.
Okay.
Try it again, like you tell me.
You
with
have
my
it.
other
You
words that
basically
I won't
have it.
try.
Didn't really affect his traditional trajectory.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
liked that.
Yes.
That came off clean.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's the word that I struggle with?
Foliage.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough one.
Calvin at the top, tied with Humphrey still. One ahead of Gannon and Ezra. Looking to secure a spot on that lead card going into Championship Sunday. Just 2 to go.
Evil Genius, par 5, 980. Big drive required. Down the center. You could even maybe consider crossing the road in
I was
one.
just thinking that.
If you're kind of a wild man. Most players, though, opting just to kind of drive it like we always have, as if the hole was in its traditional short position. Just try to get 450 to 550 off the tee with the downhill.
You'd have to get so left with such an overstable disc across that road, but yeah, that is getting it done. Finding that hillside's never going to roll up the hill that much at that late of the.
Yeah, that is a nice spot, too. Very near the road. Going to make a less extreme angle to gain some distance towards the green.
Not finding good angles. He's an angle guy.
This is screaming left. Oh.
Yeah, we might have seen the first shot get across the road.
If you're that short, though, there is a out of bounds line that comes in tight.
Okay.
On
So-
the
oh,
grass?
Yes, on the other side of the road.
Okay.
Like if you go tight, you only have about 15 feet, and then there's OB.
Oh.
On
Near
the
the
other
old tee pad.
Yep,
Oh boy.
just past that's OB. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Tough
this is
angle coming.
Yeah, I think, perhaps if he was feeling a little bit more healthy, I think that is a great spot to maybe go forehand.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have to really get aggressive with the flex shot.
Is this road?
It could be. Okay.
Very nice.
I only said that because it's just at that high spot where the bank isn't as steep.
Yeah.
Seen a few shots like Garrett's yesterday found the OB in that same way.
Pretty conservative for Rick. I'm sure he wanted that a little higher.
He's not going to love that.
Certainly going to go for it, but you really have to be on it to get that shot very precise if you don't want to let a couple of strokes fall out of your pocket onto the ground.
You think he's inside 300?
Yes, I do.
Okay. AJ's going to be left with a really tough decision.
Okay, so what exactly is the goal here? Push it to the deep side? Okay, we'll never
Yeah.
know. We'll never know. That got chopped down right in the prime of life.
Matt's in the best position, I think, here. Besides, I guess Ricky was in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. Good throw from Matt as well. And you don't want to go too far left. But I think he's far enough back he'll have some options.
Such a scary green. Looks like Calvin is going to go ahead and play. Oh, no.
Okay.
Going to put himself under some pressure. Wow. This I didn't expect.
Me neither. Now, if you go way far left, you do open up a chance at running the putt, but I don't know if Ricky's going to like his.
I'm really surprised with Ricky being that close to the road.
And-
Big Heiser is there.
And such an aggressive player. He must just not have had a good look at it. Look at this.
And what?
Even AJ. Everyone's laying up.
But was that a layup?
I think that was a go. Green
Okay.
light go.
Just
Cool.
trying to check, go right of the tree maybe and hit the upslope of the chips.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love a Heiser forehand into the screen, but this is a little hot.
Bogey at best now coming for Calvin. And that had so much steam on it. I guess maybe he's just trying to hit the front side of those chips and just kind of buried into the ground.
I think it's more that you don't want to come up short and you have that low ceiling
right.
and you put a little extra, but
Oh, boy. Oh, that worked out great.
Looked weird, though.
It did.
That looks strange.
Oh, man. Still in some trouble, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a window.
Captain Par coming for AJ.
Now, what's Rick going to do?
Probably hit chains. Maybe go in the basket as well. Maybe neither, but nice speed control.
Yeah, to give that an honest bid with chain height and stay in bounds is tough to do. Great effort. Calvin's going to drop off the lead momentarily, and this is... Wow. Last card on the course, and he does not have the lead. And that fell with a beautifully played birdie.
So jaded off of yesterday. I threw my second shot in front of that pin, and so I had like a 70-footer for eagle. And so like after that, this hole just feels so easy.
Luke Humphreys out up top. Had 4 players at 15. We're going to have a tight one going all the way down to the finish line, I'm imagining.
Yeah, I don't think I could have predicted this. Like, I thought they were going to get some birds coming in and everybody's kind of going up and down. A couple birds here and there, but nothing like off the charts from our lead card.
My 24 number is back in play, boys.
Yes. It really is.
I agree. Yeah.
No, this one's coming in one of the hardest holes in the course for bird as well. What? I'm not gonna do any predictions yet, but there's out of bounds left. Just remember that, guys.
Damn right.
Oh no.
I don't love this hole as it currently exists. I think the green The green is maybe too well protected. It's just the basket is tucked so tight behind that giant wall of trees. And I'm not saying it's unbirdieable.
Oh, no, certainly not.
There's a lot of people finding some success. This is a great way to do it. An absolute rocket launcher from Ricky Wysocki.
Boy.
That is so good.
How are you doing today, Ricky Wysocki?
But I'm not sure that I love this hole, and it is just a first try. You know, this is the first iteration.
Yeah,
of
I
this
like
new
that
pin.
they're experimenting because this 18 last year
Too easy.
was too easy. And so they'll find a happy medium somewhere. And I think that I like the fact that we're doing the Riverbend Gold. I like that we're focusing on one course. And they're still making it work.
Was that a 550 golf shot right there?
It sure
nasty.
smelled like one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He went way past the
Yeah, that was awesome.
MPO basket, it looked like.
That was a bomb.
I think he's not going to have a whole lot left to do.
Calvin actually is in a situation where because of the score this round, he needs to birdie this hole if he wants to get back in the lead card.
This is going to be a pretty tough start to that mission. I think that's not a huge drive.
I think that's where he wants it, though.
A little laid back, and then just attack with that low burner, or maybe a little bit of height even.
Yeah, I think
This line, you're thinking.
Yeah, the closer you get for somebody like Calvin, the harder that shot becomes, I think.
I can understand that.
That seems kind of dead to rights for Matt. That's like right behind the middle of it.
His angle is good. And going super high. Does this have enough length?
Yeah. Yep. It sure does.
Oh, man.
Whoa. How you doing?
That was awesome.
I'm doing good.
Oh my gosh, that was a beaut. I don't think this is
can't be
it.
far enough.
Moonshot.
Get through? No. I mean, how far is this? 250 feet?
This is closer than my fourth shot today.
This is less than 250 feet, right?
It's in that neighborhood, I think.
It's so hard from that
He went
spot
deep.
to get it moving right. The angle there from
Yeah,
where
you need
that
to throw
drive
it
is.
high, huh?
Yeah, I
High
think you do.
or low with a really
Huge
fast skip.
Yeah.
I bet you he's never been there.
No, not many have.
A creative forehand roller from Matt Bell, cutting back to just outside the circle. He'll have that putt for the par.
I will say this: they did clear out in the middle of those trees pretty well.
Yes, yes.
That's cool.
So you're not going in there with prickers everywhere. Can't
Yes.
find your disc.
Yes, there's a decent chance to get out. I'm just not sure. I kind of think it's just too big a wall of trees. Is Ricky
Tie for the lead. Oh,
nearly too big a wall of trees to be just growing all the way to the ground
Yeah.
to hide the basket right behind. It's not like you can just power past them and reach it. You're going to go deep. Matt, just a little low.
I'm with you 100%.
So did Rick need that for the lead card?
If both Calvin and Ricky were in position, a birdie puts you on lead card, and it looks like Ricky's going to come up just short, and Calvin has this putt from 18 feet to be tied for the lead and get back onto lead card for Sunday. And he does it. What a second shot that was.
All right, hit me with the numbers.
Okay.
How many
what's
we
numbers?
got? Birds.
How many birdies on 18?
20?
No.
5?
Well, what's 20 minus 5?
0.
Correct. 15 birdies.
Perfect.
Chandler Kramer with the birdie.
Whoa.
Forehand
He
I mean,
does so many cool things.
He just does the like, just, I mean,
What
that's
are we
pretty
thinking?
cool.
Big forehand flex down the right.
I don't know, man.
That's incredible.
I just got to call it out because, like, as a forehand player who looks at the course through that lens, when I don't see the lines to potentially get these scores, I'm like, maybe Chandler will get it, and then boom, he does
Yeah,
more often than not, man.
There he
It's
goes. There goes that
pretty
guy.
cool.
Yeah. He did it with he shot a little 8-piece today.
Good shoot, man.
Yeah.
It was a tough thing to do on a non-forehand course.
Nobody could get that fire emoji off Zach Nash, though. Early into the clubhouse. Great comeback for him after a lackluster day one. He's got himself right back in the mix.
Yeah, he does. Paul Ulibarri also up there, 7 under. Good shooting, buddy. Tied for 15th with like 12 people.
Yeah.
7 to be exact, but it's going to be another tight race coming down the stretch at a 3-round Disc Golf Pro Tour event. That makes us happy, makes us anxious, makes us excited to see this event come to a conclusion. We'll bring that to you tomorrow on JomezPro.